Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at the Medicom Toys Mafex Jean Grey. And I'm very excited to have this figure here in front of us. I honestly think that we've never had a decent Jean Grey figure. The Marvel Legends team has never given us a good one. Surprisingly, I don't think that Diamond Select has given us a Jean Grey. So I'm just happy to have a decent Jean Grey. But let's get a quick look at the packaging and get a quick look at the figure. Here we have the packaging, big window. We have a very nice little comic panel right there of Jean Grey. Marvel 6-inch, 160 in the Mafex line. The name of the character, X-Men, Mafex, Marvel, Jean Grey. Very nice promotional image of Jean Grey right there. Medicom Toys on the side, another very nice promotional image of Jean Grey with a comic panel up there. The X-Men logo down there. On the back, we get a whole bunch of promotional images. On top, we get Jean Grey, another comic panel, and X-Men logo right there. On the other side, some more promotional images, the name of the character. On the bottom, we get a whole bunch of bullshit, but we do get the holographic sticker right there. So that is very nice. But enough about this packaging. Let's crack this bad boy open. Now, getting a quick look at all the accessories that Jean Grey does come with. She does come with the same little pamphlet that we've been getting with the last Medicom toys, the last few Medicom toys. That shows you can download a smart app, scan the little QR code on the box to show if your figure is authentic. So this is very nice. And then we get our typical Mafex stand with some of the new accessories they've been including with the previous last Mafex figure. So always love these stands, so happy to have these. Now getting a quick look at all the hands that Jean Grey does come with. Starting off straight out of the packaging, it does come with a pair of open palmed hands. She also does come with these more open spread out palmed hands. She also does come with these more dramatic open splayed out hands. A set of fists. She also does come with these spell casting hand effects or telekinesis casting spell hands. I'm not sure what to call it, but they do look nice. They look very similar to the ones that Psylocke came with. The very nice bubble really reminds me of comic book panel art. So it's really nice, but unfortunately this is all the hands we get with and all the effects that she comes with. So a little bit underwhelming in the accessories department, but still pretty decent. Now Jean Grey does come 3 different head portraits. This first one being a very neutral and just stoic looking head sculpt. The second one is a more angry and ready for battle looking head sculpt. The final head sculpt that she does come with is this unmasked Jean Grey head sculpt, and it also does come with a separate neck piece, which I forgot to mention. Each head sculpt that she does come with a separate neck piece, which is kind of odd in my opinion. Usually the masked head sculpts come with the same neck piece and you can just interchange the heads, but each one of them comes with a separate neck piece. This unmasked one obviously comes with a different neck piece because it shows the flesh on the neck. And then she also does come with this very nice little cowl that goes around her neck to show that her mask is down. So all these head sculpts are very great. I actually don't have any complaints about them. The only thing actually that I do have a complaint about is that the hair is very heavy and very big, and it just makes it a little tricky to put the head sculpts on the neck or on the actual body because it runs with the shoulder pads or it runs in with the collarbone. But overall, very nice head sculpts, and I really like this unmasked one quite a bit. It can actually work for a Mary Jane head sculpt. So yeah, very nice head sculpts, man. But now let's get a quick look at the figure itself. And here we have Jean Grey herself. And just straight up, man, there's not much to talk about this figure. It's pretty straight to the point. If you want a good looking and good articulated Jean Grey, this is the route to go, man. I mean, there's not going to be any other figure better than this one right here. A better Jean Grey figure than this one right here. The Marvel Legends team just can't seem to get it right. So Medicom Toys, it's the way to go. I will say it's a little pricey for what we get. It is, again, a very decent figure. I just feel like the accessories are a little bit too light for me. Usually we get a whole bunch of accessories with Mafex, but we only got like 4 pairs of hands, 3 head sculpts, and 1 pair of like energy effects, which that's literally all we get. But looking at the figure overall, I think she does look really nice. The head sculpts are very pretty. They're very nice, crisp and clean. Some of the cleanest paint apps I've seen from Medicom Toys. The hair is nicely sculpted. You do get some different shades of color in there, so it doesn't just fall flat. The metallic blues are very nice, very shiny, very metallic. The yellow looks very nice. Get some blue on the arm, on the forearms, and on the hands, and all that paint looks very, very clean. One thing that I'm not a big fan of is this belt. It kind of doesn't sit. It doesn't sit naturally. Like right now it's okay, but usually it rides up and it just looks a little funky. But it is a separate floating piece, so you can remove it if you want. But I don't know why you would want to remove it. See, I'm kind of having a little trouble having it sit. So you kind of have to push it down and make it sit there. So moving down, the rest of her body is mostly yellow, which is a very nice looking color of yellow. On the camera it looks a little bit more brighter, and here it looks a little bit more orangey. Get the very nice metallic blue right there. No bleeding onto the yellow or anything, so that is very nice. And then her feet, solid yellow. On the back you get the very nice metallic blue that makes her little thong right there, which I always found kind of funny. But yeah, man, overall okay figure. There's nothing much to look at here. Yeah, she looks really good, man. That's the best thing I could say. She looks really good, and she's an overall great looking Jean Grey. But now let's get a quick look at articulation. Now getting a quick look at articulation, her head is on a dumbbell joint and her neck is a separate piece. She's not gonna look up at all, man. That hair is just gonna stop it from looking up at all. She does look down a decent amount. She gets some head pivoting. Her arms are on butterfly joints, so they shift a little bit back and a little bit forward. Nothing too crazy. She does have upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows to bend in just about 90. So that is a little bit unfortunate. She does have a diaphragm cut right there that pivots the tiniest bit, a little bit forward, a little bit back, then it gets a little gappy. She does have a lower waist ball, so with those two she can crunch that much forward, that much back. She does have upper thigh swivel, drop down. Nope. Does she have drop down hips? Oh, she does. Which is really stiff. I need to put some shock oil on that. So she can kick this much forward, which is a good amount. That much back. This much to the side, which is actually a really good amount. And again, it does shift. Double jointed knees that bend in a great amount. She can kick her own ass. And then she does have ball joints at the foot that hinge this much forward, this much back. She has ankle pivot. And I forgot to mention her hands. Her hands are on ball joints as well that hinge up and down, side to side, and a full 360. So pretty decent articulation. Now going to quick look at some size comparisons. Here we have Jean Grey next to all the other X-Men Mafex figures that I have in my collection: Gambit, Cyclops, and Wolverine. Here she is next to the Marvel Legends Captain America and Spider-Man from the Renew Your Rouse 2-pack. And last but not least, here we have Jean Grey next to a Marvel Legend character, Silk. And there you have it, a pretty solid offering by Medicom Toys. I will say though, this figure is brought down just a little bit because the lack of accessories. She doesn't come with much. She comes with 3 head sculpts, 4 pairs of hands. Is it 4 pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 pairs of hands. She comes with 5 pairs of hands, and they're all very, very similar. They're open palmed hands, and yeah, not much to this figure, man. I mean, she's pretty okay. She is the best version of Jean Grey in 6-inch form, so I will say that. The paint apps are very nice. The articulation is okay. Overall, she's just a pretty solid figure. I won't say she's the greatest of the great, but she is the best Jean Grey figure that you can get in 6-inch form. So I do recommend getting this figure if you don't have a good Jean Grey in your collection, or if you're just looking for the best version of a Jean Grey figure. Again, it's not going to be the best figure of the year or the best figure ever. It's just a pretty good figure. So yeah, enough of me chattering on, man. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.